three-quarter time scores through from the AFL, Eric.
Yeah, 16-10 is Carlton against Brisbane 8-11. Hawthorn 16-9, West Coast 4-6, and very close to a final score at Canberra. Kangaroos 18-23, St Kilda 12-10.
So the leaders at the moment, Carlton, Hawthorn and the Kangaroos at Manuka in Canberra, so not far away. We'll get you that final score as soon as it comes through from Canberra. And here, as we said, and they must be listening to us over there, close to the scoreboard, because they've fixed it up. It is 11-8-74 Thomson, Bannockburn 11-13-79. Rob Lassick starting in the ruck for Thomson, and it is Dean Oakley on the wing. So that'll be interesting to see how that starts.
Yeah.
Pete, what do the boys have to say?
Oh, just very quickly, Thomson, Greg McLeod just asked the boys to keep running. He said the extra work they've done the last couple of weeks, he believes it'll get them over the line.
Okay, so back in the middle. The start of the final term, Highland tries to break free, can't do so. And what did Stephen Winner have to say?
Steve Winner, very quiet and very confident. Just a few little. It was very hard to actually hear him, but he just spoke quietly.
That's not like Stormy.
And no, he just asked if the ball comes out of the four line, they've just got to chase him. Don't let it come out easy and so on. But he was confident they'd win.
Mitchell got a kick away from the ruck contest. Gadd goes up, had his eyes to the ball, couldn't take the mark. Stein shuffles it out to Humphrey, got a kick away somehow, but Colliger reads it better and takes the mark at half-back. Switches play to the outer side, half-back flank, and taking the mark is Perkins. He goes on towards centre wing, creating the loose man, Stephen Gadd. He's got a bit of time now, turns around from centre wing, goes towards centre half forward, in front Gann Harding. And said it was a push, and it will be a free kick to Mick Gann.
Well, Mick Gann has the free kick at centre half-back. Goes wide. The lead out here is from Oakley. There is Matty East. Christian Highland, third or fourth in line, tried to claim the mark, but the umpire's not having any of it. Now it stacks on the middle, and the umpire will move in, and the ball will be put up between centre wing and half-forward flank here in front of the change rooms at Godfrey Street. Ball goes up, Lassick, and more. Nice little tap over at the back. Coming through strongly is Broome. Tackle high on Clark, surely. No, said the umpire, and I think Damien Clark might have to check his shoulders and neck, and the umpires. I wonder whether some of these guys have ever played the game sometime. Ball thrown up on the centre wing. Moore gets the tap down. Oh, gee, very, very tough in tight there, and all of a sudden, Cal, it's degenerated into a very defensive last quarter, hasn't it? We've been going 2 minutes, and the ball's gone nowhere.
No, they just, as I said, they've used a lot of the energy early in the game.
Certainly have.
Fierce pace.
Thrown up again, ball comes down, Clark. He can't go anywhere, and the umpire will have to come in. Third time lucky, it'll be a free kick,
yeah. Pick the free kick out here, I think.
I'll leave you, see if you can get the kick.
All right. Moore again, and Oakley will do the ruck contest. Now the umpire throws the ball in the air. Moore gets it down towards Highland. He leaves it go. Mervin's there again. Umpire will come in and do it again.
Oh, dear.
Rugby scrum.
That's unusual. Usually the third time they get a kick.
So it'll be another ball up. Damien Clark gets up and he's looking a bit sheepish there too, Pee-wee. Lazick and Moore, they go up. Moore gets it down, Carroll through the middle. Moore again, tries to get a kick away somehow. Goes towards Ashley Perkins. Highland against him. Plays for a free kick, didn't get one. Broome tried to get it to Carroll. Got the handball free somehow. Brett Harding through the middle, uses his pace, gets away from Atchison. Little left foot kick to Shane Andrews. Great play. And the drainer will line up from 30 metres out directly in front for goal number 6.
Brett Harding doesn't need a lot of opportunity. Just sheer pace then, Cal.
He's fast, isn't he?
Yeah, very quick.
So Shane Andrews, 30 metres out, directly in front. Comes in for goal number 6. Ooh, close. And a goal, said the umpire. So his 6th and the 12th for Bannockburn. They go to 12-13-85. Thomson 11-8-74. That is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 3.5 minutes. He's
almost been the difference in the game, Cal. 6 goals, 4 in fact off his own boot.
Yeah, and could have easily, as we said earlier, could have been eight goals, and he's played a great game. But just getting back to little Harding there, Brett Harding, at this time, in the last quarter with the legs just starting to get a bit slow, someone like that, you could just destroy him in 5 minutes.
So back with the umpire in the middle. 4 minutes gone in the final quarter, and Bannockburn trying to establish the break. More huge tap forward from the bounce in the middle. White picks it up, handball to Matty East, but the handball's terrible at his feet. Bannockburn trying desperately to keep it in there. Nayland picks it up, can't get a kick away. Great defence by Thomson. Now it stacks on the mill, and at centre half forward for Bannockburn, the umpire will move in and put the ball in the air. And there's about 18 players around that football at the moment.
They've got to put Oakley back in the ruck.
They do, desperately. Umpire with the footy, throws it up. Moore, huge tap forward, gets 40 metres, but it's picked up by Gann. Looks for the safety of the boundary line and measured as beautifully, lands about a metre inside the line, and it's gone over the boundary line in front of the change rooms here at Godfrey Street. 5 minutes gone, final quarter, 12-13 Bannockburn, 11-8 Thomson. The ball comes in again. Moore, tap down to Perkins, doesn't quite get to him unfortunately. Now the umpire has, well, I reckon it's about the 13th kick, and the first one paid. It goes to Rowan, goes right across the ground. Peacock's going to have to take the mark, or they're in trouble here. Thomson doesn't take the mark, they're in trouble. Umpire, what's he decided to give? Clark is going to get the free kick. I don't know what for. I don't know what that indication was. I think he's swimming. But, well, Clark, he played on. The handball was pretty ordinary, but Matty East had plenty of time to pick it up, amble in towards goal, and probably a goal he should have kicked, I'd reckon, Matty East. He's missed by a metre or two, and the 14th behind Bannockburn. 12-14-86. They lead Thomson 11-8-74. 6 minutes final quarter, and that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So Ali Armstrong comes down from half-back to do the kicking in. He's got the footy now. And he waits for Rowan, gives him a short lead. He goes in that direction now in the pocket, takes the mark. Shane Andrews stands the mark. He plays on now, goes to the right boot, straight down the middle, looking for Bradley up against Moore. Takes a good mark, Bradley. Wanted to play on. Oh, now he does. He's going to set Mervyn up. Oh, tough. He gets a handball away, but under pressure, and now it's a turnover. White gets it back. Oh, it's Paul Wentworth. Easy as you like. Takes the mark 35 metres out.
See a goal kicker, Chase? I haven't seen him play in the forward line.
No, Paul Wentworth usually plays in the back pocket.
That's what I thought. Final score from Canberra. The Kangaroos 19-24-138 have defeated St Kilda 13-11-89.
So Paul Wentworth comes in, gives it everything he's got. Might not have made the distance. It's hit the behind post and through for one behind.
With the goal post.
Sorry, goal post. I know what that was. And they go to 12-15, is that right? 12-15-87 Bannockburn. Thomson 11-8-74.
Yet to score on the final quarter. That's interesting, Cal.
Sorry?
Thomson yet to score in the final quarter in 7 minutes.
Haven't really had it in their forward line, have they?
No, they haven't. That's true.
Kicking by Armstrong.
Oh. What's happened here?
Well, I don't know. We're waiting here in silence because we don't actually know. He's got to kick it in again. It wasn't a good enough kick, the umpire said, so he's going to kick it in again. He only kicked at 60.
Dear, oh dear.
So, Sabali Armstrong from fullback number 2. Three-quarter time at Geelong West. Geelong West 6-7-43. Big 8-goal quarter by Cry, 15-7-97. So the Devils in control there. Now it's centre-half forward for Bannockburn. The umpire says too high, and it will be a free kick to Thomson, and it will be Mick Gann. David White can't believe it. And now Mickey Gann, well, he's going to go to Highland laterally, but he elects to go with the left foot straight towards Forbes. Oh, number of Tigers. Good punch away in the end by Forbes, but David White, handball over the top, sets Perkins a task. Needs a shepherd, got one. Got a great play, Jason Stein with the, and a push in the back, and got it. Jason Stein, great play. And plays on, gets the advantage. I don't know, in the end his kick was partly smothered, goes towards Highland and Menzies, they leave it behind. Delahan doesn't he kicks it in the air. He'll be able to mark it himself. Stein and also Oakley. It's off hand. Stein gets it again, kicks in and off Matty East. No, it's not on the full.
Very good decision.
Very good decision. Well done. And it came off his thigh. And
we were 3 yards away.
A boundary throw in. Good play. Well done. So, throw in right in front of our commentary box on centre wing. Lazic and Moore. Moore tried to thump it a mile. He only got as far as Toolman, but got out the back end to East. East with the left foot kick towards centre forward. Rowan goes up. Wentworth. Now it's a foot race. Look at Harding. That pace. He gets there again. Can he keep it in front of him? Gans also right next to him. Harding handball back to Wentworth on his left foot into the goal square. Bradley takes the mark. And it will be a clearing kick for Thomson. Bradley elects to go to the outer side. Squeezes the pass out. Trying to go for Atchison. He gets a fingertip to it and sees it over the boundary line for a throw in at half back. It's
a pretty good compliment by Greg McLeod to keep Bradley down there. He's done a pretty good job on Andrews in real terms. So the ball out of bounds between wing and half forward, out of side here at Godfrey Street. Up high there is Sabali Armstrong, gets a tap down to himself, but oh gee, intercepting was Broome. Broome has a pot shot from 40 and just offline. So Aaron Broome kicks his second behind. They're blazing away, Bannockburn. They're controlling the footy, but they're not kicking goals. 12-16-88. Bannockburn, they lead Thomson 11-8-74. And that's 9.5 minutes final quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
Sabali Armstrong from fullback once again to do the kick in. Scott Atchison straight down the middle. He goes in that direction. Also Marty Rowan and Peter Moore, they go up. It's off hands. Falls to the back of the pack. Delahunt gets around Atchison easily. Goes with a right boot. Pumps it back towards full forward. Bradley, in the middle. And it was Tom Mullane Grant with the mark.
You read that well.
He did. And will line up for his first goal and the 13th for Bannockburn. So Tom Mullane Grant, 3/4 time score at Bellpost Hill. The Panthers 7-8-50, Werribee 12-8-80, so 30 points in front Werribee. Now Tom Mullane Grant comes in, 20 metres out, directly in front, and kicks the goal. So his first, and the 13th for Bannockburn. They go to 13-16-94. They lead Thomson 11-8-74 by 20 points on the on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we've been playing just on 11 minutes in the final term.
Cal, we've seen this happen almost every quarter. Can Thomson come back again?
I don't think they will this time. And early in the start of this last quarter, their options, they're taking the wrong options to Thomson, where beforehand they weren't doing that. But I think Bannockburn now starting to get on top and could run away with it.
I can see now why we started early, Joe. It's getting quite dull out on the ground. So the umpires perhaps knew the right thing. But from the ball up in the middle, Moore again taps the ball clear, but great intercept by Wentworth there. Stole it away from his opponent on the left foot, gets it towards half forward. Bradley, he was going in for the Shepherd. Unfortunately for the Thomson side, the ball is over the boundary line. I think the couple of Thomson boys, perhaps concentration waning on the game as the ball is over the boundary line. Thrown in, half forward flank for Bannockburn. Up high there was Aitchison, only as far as David White. White, as he's kicking the ball, is slung. Ball heads toward the boundary, but intercepting, and that
Wentworth.
Wentworth has finally kicked the goal, and unfortunately for Thomson, I think Bradley just lost his concentration there, and it's caused probably the goal to be kicked by Wentworth, but it's the 14th to Bannockburn, and I think they're now starting to take control. 14-16-100 Bannockburn. They lead Thomson 11-8-74. 12 minutes gone final quarter, and that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
It might have taken 3 and a little bit quarters to get over the top of them, Pete.
Yes.
The way it's going.
They'd be pleased with their 3 quarters so far, Thomson, though.
Back in the middle, Lazic and Moore, who's rucked unchanged this afternoon, Peter Moore. He goes up and gets it down towards Dean Oakley. Handball away only as far as Tom Mullane Grant. Mullane Grant goes to the right boot, long towards full forward. Bradley punch away. Goes to the side of the pack, Andrews and Nick Maharis. Maharis in front, can't take it with him, but Aaron Bradley does well. Backs up, handball outboard to Marty Rowan. Turns around, little kick around the corner to Mitchell. Got one late too. And it will be a kick anyway. Mitchell had taken the mark at half back. And he kicks it towards centre wing. Forbes up and a mark taken. Great mark too, Gary Toulman. Kicks towards Damien Clark. He takes the mark on true centre wing. Now Damien Clark with the footy. Troy College just pops over the top. He doesn't go there, he goes further afield towards Mullane Grant. Nick Maharis had his name written on it. Takes the mark. Pops it over the top as well, looking for, somebody. Lazic, is it? And he takes the mark at half back on the outer side for Thomson. He goes out to Marty Rowan on centre wing, who plays on, gets around Mullane Grant, goes to the right boot towards half forward. Don't know who he's kicking to. Robbie Giles said it's probably going to kick it to me, but he sees it over the boundary line. In fact, no, it's a free kick for a push, and it's going to be Luke Forbes on half forward with the football for Thomson. He goes short towards Troy Maharis, takes the mark. Still a long way out from goal, about 60 metres out. Leads on from Marcus Forbes. He goes in that direction now, and he goes up at standing his ground, taking the mark is Ashley Perkins, who's done it at both ends of the ground so far today. 4 goals and taking a mark at centre half back.
So sees Broome on his own in the middle of the ground, takes the mark, plays on quickly, runs his full distance, kicks the ball towards half forward. The lead there is from Naylor. Strong mark And whilst they've gone out of the game, the two of them, to some degree, the ball hasn't been going through centre-half forward, but Naylor's taken the mark there. Oh, he's gone for the big torpedo off the side of the boot. And, well, the only player to fly for the mark in the forward pocket was Shane Andrews, and just a lapse in concentration there by Bradley. They've played on. The umpire, I don't think he's aware of it, and Tommy Malone Grant has picked it up 20 metres out, hooked it over the shoulder, and he's kicked his second in the final quarter. So all of a sudden, it's all Bannockburn. 15-16, 106 Bannockburn. They lead Thomson, yet to score in the final quarter. 11-8, 74. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 15 minutes final quarter.
They've stopped.
They have stopped. the runners has gone out of their legs, which will disappoint their coach. But they're just going to continue on here, I think, now at Bannockburn.
Three-quarter time around the corner at Richmond Crescent. East Geelong 14-14, 98. Lead the Belmont Lions 8-9, 57. So back in the middle, Rob Lazic up against Peter Moore again. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Moore gets it down, and as far as Dean Oakley, got a kick away. Giles had Toolman in support. He got the handball out to Delahunt. Couldn't pick it up at the first occasion, or the second, or the third. He's still at half-back. And now getting it away was Luke Forbes. Gets it to Troy Maharis. He handballs it over the top to Christian Highland. Have to get back on his right boot. Good tackle by Stephen Gadd. In there fighting hard for it again was Troy Maharis. Tried to get it back to Rod Peacock. He can't pick it up. Just the pressure from Bannockburn's continuing. Robbie Giles clearing kick to the other side, and it might be okay. Toolman's out there. If it sits for him, Marty Rowan comes at him, backs himself. But the boundary umpire says it's out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in on centre wing on the outer side.
Troy Maharis running in, perhaps should have had a kick at goal.
Yeah, it would have been a better option, I'd say.
Yeah, and as you mentioned a few minutes ago, their option selection in the last quarter is struggling a bit.
It has, yes.
From the throw-in, comes down to Johnny Mitchell, drives towards centre-half forward, off hands. It's come to Highland, gets the ball further forward, but only as far there as Mick Turner for Bannockburn. Has an option out wide. Finds Steve Delahunt with a handball. Delahunt has two handballs. He hasn't really got anything to kick it to. Now the lead is on at half forward from Nayland, and Aitchison up high over the top and punches for the boundary line, and just adjacent to our broadcast position, the ball is over the boundary line. So great defensive work by Aitchison, and even though they switched to play Bannockburn, they really had no options to go to, did they?
No.
Boundary umpire now recovered the footy in front of our broadcast point. Faces us as he throws it back into play. Moore, well, Lazic tried to push him out of the way, but unfortunately they can't get hold of the footy. Finally, Stein can't control the footy. Clark, lovely handball, gets it through to Broome. Broome off the right foot towards half forward. Perkins coming through. If he can get, he's got a chance here, heading toward the goal, but he goes for the short pass. Doesn't quite get as far as Andrews. Tap down to Wentworth. They can't get control finally. Well, Malone Grant, he's handball over the top to Brett Harding. Can he pick it up? He can. He hooks it too far and has just missed the big timber. So Brett Harding 1-1 for the day, but it's a 17th behind for Bannockburn. 15-17, 107. They lead Thomson 11-8, 74. Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, 17 and a half minutes now in the final quarter.
So Armstrong once again with the football at fullback. So he's a bit indecisive at the moment. He elects to go with the pass towards Andrew Aitchison. It's a good kick too. So well held, and Aitchison at half back. He's got Mervyn Shaw. He elects to go further afield towards Troy Maharis. A long way down the ground. Can't take the mark at half back. Still needs a handball. Gives it away to Mervyn. His handball to Sabali Armstrong. Runs from the half back flank. Goes towards Forbes and Moore. Forbes does well. Can't take the mark though. Off hands Gadd. Gives it back to Troy Colliger. Was going to go right. Then elects to go out further afield towards Gary Toolman on the outer side. Centre wing, he takes the mark, pops it over the top, looking for Mick Turner. Does it sit for him? Yes, it does. Was going to kick it. Now he handballs it over the top to Steve Delahunt, and just standing, nowhere to go really. Turns on the left boot and then kicks for the safety of the boundary line. Wentworth's there though. He holds it in and then sees it over at half forward for a throw in. So it's 15-17, 107. Bannockburn, Thomson 11-8, 74. We've been playing nearly 19 minutes in the final term.
Sting gone out of it a bit, Cal, do you think?
It's slowed down a cog now. Yes.
Yeah, they've worked very, very hard for three quarters, both sides. And from the throw-in, came to Johnny Mitchell. Handball over the top to Nick Maheris. He's kicked along the ground to Troy Maheris on centre wing, in fact. Handball back to Nick Maheris, getting a bit frustrated. Finally, the ball is kicked forward for the Thomson side, but only as far as the boundary between centre wing and half forward flank. Outer side, as Jason just mentioned, 19 minutes gone, final quarter, and players really feeling the effects of the first 3 quarters, which are very good footy. Up high, Gary Tillman tries to get the tap forward for Bannockburn. Big pack of players there. Ball just handed to Steen on that occasion. It's in the full forward position. Rod Peacock picks it up, runs in from 5 metres out, kicks a check side kick, and has kicked a goal. Well done for the Thomson side there by Rod Peacock. Wouldn't kick a lot of goals, I wouldn't think, but he's kicked Thomson's 12. 12-8-80. They trail Bannockburn 15-17, 107. 20 minutes gone, final quarter on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. And I suppose almost a consolation goal, Cal.
Yeah. No, they, as you say, it's gone out of the game now, the fire in it, and it's just a matter of playing out the last few minutes. But all credit to Thomson, they're still trying hard.
3/4 time at North Geelong. Anarchy 14-7-91 lead. North Geelong 11-6-72. So still in it there, the Magpies, possibly in the final term. Now back into play here. Goes towards Clark. Mitchell's in there also. Lazic just thumps it along the ground. Goes only as far as Gary Tillman up towards half forward. Nayland tries to bring it to the front of the pack. Got Matty East in support on that little left boot around the corner to Broome. Oh, he can run in. Easy as you like. 30 metres. Closes in and goals. Aaron Broome has opened his account for this afternoon in the goal scoring. And that is the quick reply for Bannockburn. They go to 16-17, 113, and they lead Thomson 12-8-80 on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard, 21 minutes played.
I suppose that's the hallmark of a good side, Cal. There's a goal kicked against the run of play, and all of a sudden they just come straight back and answer it.
Within a space of 20-odd seconds, yeah.
So they've basically, I see Christian Hyland, who has been under an injury cloud, has just gone off, and Chris James has come onto the ground. So perhaps, Greg McLeod not wanting to risk his good players.
Back in the middle, Stein from the wing gets it away quickly to Troy Maharis, who's been moved to centre half forward. Handball to Sabali Armstrong. He's handball to Greg Mervyn. He gets a kick around the corner, but Steve Delahunt, will it sit for him? No, it falls into the arms of Rod Peacock, and handball it back to Greg Mervyn. Now on the right foot, little kick towards Dean Oakley, and he takes the mark. Plays on quickly, kicks it long towards full forward. Oh, Forbes is surrounded. He has to go up against Turner and Peter Moore and Troy Colliger. They raffle it. Peter Moore wins it. Handball out. Oh, misses its target, but Mick Turner's got a bit of time to pick it up. Does so. Runs away through half back. Goes with a little kick, and it's okay. Finds Tom Mullane Grant. Now, Mullane Grant runs on, goes with the right boot into the centre of the ground. Over the head, Atchison, and fell for nail on. And can he get away from Burke? No, he can't. And he dropped the footy, said the umpire.
He handballed it.
Well, it's play on advantage, is it? No. So it's coming back to David Burke. So David Burke now at centre half back for Thomson. Few leads on. Mervyn straight at him. He goes in that direction, but it's going to be chopped off. Ben Nayland takes the mark. In the middle of the ground. Handball's off to Matty East. Goes with a little left foot kick out wide, looking for Harding. Gann has to make up a bit of ground. Does so, but can't take it. Now a kick off the ground. Thomson with the numbers if they can pick it up. Gann. I think that might be Stanford on the ground. Comes to the back of the pack, and it's all shuffled out quickly by Menzies towards Nick Maharis. Have to be quick here, and runs away. Goes on the left boot towards the centre of the ground. Peter Moore, the big man, takes the mark. And we'll shuffle it out quickly to Gadd, who runs on the left boot, goes towards half forward. Coming out, Brett Harding has to make up a bit of ground. Can't take the mark. Mick Gann's there, close to the boundary line. Harding, no, look at that second effort. Fantastic. Got around, then went over the boundary line with the football. And we will have a throw in. So 23.5 minutes played, and it is 33 points of difference, 16-17 to 12-8. In play now. Comes to the side of the pack, and Burke gets a kick away. High towards centre wing. Good punch away, Robbie Giles. Make sure it's over the boundary line. It will be a throw in.
Good, strong, disciplined defence there, Cal, wasn't it? Giles over the top, punch to the boundary.
Yes, the things that you'd expect to do.
Yes, he's developed into quite a good defender this year, Giles. In comes the footy on centre wing. Oh, beautiful tap down from Moore to Clark, who's away and running. Drives the ball to the full forward position. Well, Andrews overran the footy, so did Menzies. Finally, Gann picks it up. Again, goes for the safety of the boundary, but he hasn't quite got it far enough, I don't think, because picking it up there was Nayland. Coming through is Ash Perkins. Well, he's done the big, oh, goodness gracious, he's done the big circle nobody attacked him, and he's had the easy shot to kick his fifth. Well, you know, Ashley Perkins, the surprise packet of the day. Bannockburn now, 17-17, 119. They lead Thomson 12-880. 25 minutes gone, final quarter on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard. Well, that really was a goal with absolutely no defensive pressure.
No, that's right. It was just too easy, and there's really no excuse for it, no matter what time of the game it is.
He's been a revelation on the forward line, Ashley Perkins.
Stormy was trying to tell me he hadn't been getting a kick. Well, he's got a few today.
Ooh, well, he's got 5.
Back in the middle, Lazic and Moore. Neither can get an effective tap. Stein comes off the wing, can't take it with him. Oakley's in there also. Still in the middle, Oakley, and the umpire will have to come in and do it all again. A secondary bounce in the middle. Don't forget, we'll be having our final siren segment thanks to White Cross Healthcare at the completion of the match. We'll be bringing you up to date with all the scores throughout the region and also the AFL this afternoon. Moore gets it down. Now Marcus Forbes breaks free, gets it away to Mervyn. He goes to the left boot towards half forward. Peacock in front, Delahan. Where you have to play as a defender, did well. Pretty experienced, the old Steve Delahan. Knew what he was doing there and played, got a hold, and will take a free kick at half back. Goes laterally towards Troy Colliger. Just outside the 10 metre square. He chops it over the top towards Robbie Giles, who takes the mark at centre half back. Colliger followed it on and goes now with a little right foot kick in towards the middle, and taking the mark is Wentworth. Colliger gets it again. Can he get around Burke? He can. He might kick the goal. He goes for a torpedo punt from 60, and it's fallen in the arms of Shane Andrews in the pocket, would you believe? So the drainer has taken the mark. Don't think that was where the ball was supposed to go, but Troy Colliger after the game will tell you it was exactly where it was supposed to go. He's kicked 6 goals for this afternoon, Shane Andrews, lining up for goal number 7 from the right forward pocket. Right side for a left footer. And he'll come in now. Aaron Bradley standing the mark. And it looks pretty good off the boot. And I think he has put that through for goal number 7. He has done so. And they now go to 18-17, 125. Bannockburn, Thomson, 12-880. That is on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we have been playing 26.5 minutes in the final term.
The final quarter blowout, 7 goals to 1, Cal. It hasn't really been indicative of the game, and no, it's a pity, isn't it?
No, that's right. If someone picked up the paper in the morning and saw that, they'd say, oh, you know, fairly one-sided, but no, that's not a true indication whatsoever.
And I suppose Bannockburn are, they haven't dominated the game at any stage, and yet they're perhaps doing a Werribee. They're coming home like a wet sail in the final quarter, and that's a good sign. So with the umpire having the ball now returned to him in the middle of the ground, we will continue. 27 minutes gone, final quarter.
Dean Oakley's got blood rule.
Oh dear.
We might go a little bit longer.
We might go now, yes.
We might have to turn the lights on.
He did pretty well down by then. He saw that from facing the opposite direction. I think Ricky Humphrey probably has worked pretty hard.
Was probably cold. And
yeah, and now he's
happy for the dressing gown on the bench.
So the umpire will continue now. In the middle, Peter Moore against Lazic. Oh, nice tap over to Clark, and gee, they've done it a bit today. Clark now drives it towards full forward. Andrews diving forward. He dropped the slips catch, so the batsman will continue. And the game continues also with a great tackle put on by Nolan in the centre half forward area. So umpire about to put it up once again. Up goes the footy, Lazic, and Nolan does the ruck work. Comes down to Clark. Can he pick it up? He can't. He's harassed there by Rowan, and off their hands it's over the boundary line. This time half forward flank, just along from the scoreboard here at Godfrey Street, which shows Bannockburn 18-17, leading Thomson 12-8. Nolan uses the body to get rid of his opponent on that occasion. Coming through was David Burke. He can't control the kick, finally comes back to him. Eludes an opponent, now has a kick. Drives long to centre wing. Up they go. Oh, great mark by Gary Tillman at the back of the pack, and he's outmarked Marcus Forbes and a couple of much taller players. Little chip pass has gone forward to Robbie Giles. Is it out there? He's come down. No, it's David White. White now drives towards half forward, only as far as Burke, and it's almost kick to kick between half forward and half forward at the moment, with Burke of Thomson on half back flank taking the mark. 29 minutes gone, final quarter. In front is Moore, and done a sterling job in the ruck, rucked all day, as Jason said a few moments ago. Well, he's handballed it too. Mick Turner finally took the footy, drives it towards half forward, and Burke, can he mark it again? He can't, unfortunately. And picking up the footy there was Tillman. And as the sun comes out, the ball falls there to Tom Malone Grant, gets it to full forward. Oh, free kick to Andrews, not paid. Comes to Brett Harding. Great defensive work by Thomson. Somehow the ball has come back into Nayland's arms, and he's gone bang from 5 metres out and has kicked the goal. So Ben Nayland kicks his second, and the 19th for the Bannockburn side. 19-17, 126. Bannockburn, they lead Thomson 12-8-80. 30 minutes gone final quarter, and that's on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
He just handballed it back to him, didn't he, Nearly? That was unlucky, unfortunate for
sort of bounced off bodies,
Thomson side, yeah. And as the sun breaks out here, it's pretty low too, so not too good for the Bannockburn forwards down there, I think, when they're trying to get the football. And there's some shaded areas. It's right behind the trees here, so it's pretty low, the sun. And we've been playing 30.5 minutes in the final term, so not far away from siren time. Umpire throws the ball in the air more. Thumps it out towards Matty East. Can't take it with him. David Burke can, and gets a kick away towards half forward. Steve Dallahan takes the one-hander at centre-half back, switches play out forward towards Mick Turner, who takes the mark. Plays on now. Got a bit of time to set something up. Goes to the left boot towards half forward. White from behind. Takes a good mark against Dale Menzies. David White. And there is the siren as he kicks it towards Shane Andrews. But that is it for the Bannockburn-Thomson game. And in the end, it was Bannockburn who were 19-17, 131. And they defeated Thomson 12-8-80. And in that final term, they kicked 8 goals for Bannockburn to 1 straight goal from Thomson, and finished up winning by 51 points. But as the boys said earlier, not indicative of the match up until three-quarter time. The goal kickers for Bannockburn this afternoon: Shane Andrews kicked 7, Ashley Perkins kicked 5, 2 each to Ben Nayland and Tom Malone Grant, and singles to Paul Wentworth, Brett Harding and Aaron Broom. While for Thomson, 5 to Luke Forbes, 3 to Troy Maharis, and singles to Marcus Forbes, Nick Maharis and Dean Oakley. But in the end...
Rod Peacock.
Oh, sorry, Rod Peacock as well? Yes, Rod Peacock as well. So that is a 51-point win to Bannockburn in the end. We will take a break.